This eye patch is covering up my lost eyebrow. It's so bad.
There it goes again. Do you know what it takes to be a hero? When you're lost, a piece of love, a piece of you.
Hey guys, Lego Minecraft 369 here, back with another weekly randoms. It's been so long since I've done one of these. I don't think I've done one of these since like the middle or beginning of January. But yeah, it's kind of hard to just get ideas for this. Like, I have some in store, but I'm kind of scarce. So here's one that kind of presented itself to me. That's like an eyelash or something. So in school over the past couple weeks, we've been in English class reading over The Hunger Games, and I gotta admit, it's a pretty good book. But one of the assignments we have is a Hunger Games Would You Rather. So it's, if you don't know what Would You Rather is, it's basically you're presented with two options and you have to pick which one you'd rather have. Either it's two really awesome things or two really bad things. Yeah, so this one is basically just 20 of them on the Hunger Games. So what I'm going to do is I am going to read you each of the Would You Rathers, and then I will say my answers after I'm done. So let's get to it. Alright, question 1. Would you rather have Katniss for a friend or have Peeta for a friend? Number 2. Would you rather live in the capital, or Capitol, I don't know how you pronounce it, or District 12? Number 3. Would you rather be a tribute in the Hunger Games in which all of the other tributes are your friends, or be a 12-year-old tribute where all the others are 17? Number 4. Would you rather be an Avox or Avox, how do you pronounce that, or a tribute? One thing I want to touch on, if you've seen the movie and not read the book, I don't know, because I haven't seen the movie, I've only read the book. I don't know if there's anything you might like not understand if you've only seen the movie. So I'm just letting you know that. Number 5. Would you rather try to get supplies and weapons at the cornucopia in the center, or wherever it is? And obviously, it's in the center, why me? Or run for the woods? If any of you guys play the Hunger Games on Minecraft, this should already be you should already have this answer, depending on what you normally do. Number 6. Would you rather have the person you love most in the world be chosen as tribute, or be chosen as tribute yourself? That's a tough one. Number 7. Would you rather be a stylist or a game maker? Number 7. I just read number 7. Number 8. Would you rather make an alliance with Foxface or the Careers? Number 9. Would you rather save Rue? I hope that's how you pronounce it. Would you rather save Rue or Peeta? Number 10. Would you rather have a picnic with Gale in the woods, or have a feast in the capital with Katniss's prep team? So, Octavia, Venya, and someone else. I don't think that includes Cinna, though. Number 11. Would you rather have the game makers give you a score of 11 or 2? Number 12. Before you run into the woods, would you rather get a full bottle of water at the start of the game or grab a knife? Number 13. Would you rather be a slow runner but an excellent tree climber, or a fast runner but you can't climb trees? Number 14. Would you rather have light green skin like Octavia, or aqua hair like Venia? Number 15. Would you rather have a wardrobe designed by Cinna himself, or have your own hovercraft? This one is no contest for me. Number 16. Would you rather be chased by a mutant wolf or a swarm of tracker jackers? 17. Would you rather spend your time in the training center learning how to use weapons or learning wilderness survival skills? It's gonna be hard to squeeze that one onto the screen. But as you can see, I did it, so yeah. 18. Would you rather spend a weekend with Haymitch or a weekend with Effie? Oh boy. Number 19. Would you rather change the story so that Rue lives, or so that Katniss still wins but doesn't have to kill anyone directly? So number 20, last one. Would you rather get to do the casting for Mockingjay or play, depending on your gender, Katniss or Peeta in Mockingjay? Okay, so here we have my answers. Now, if you want to put a comment on your answers, I don't really mind, I guess. But yeah, let's go. So number 1, I'd rather have Peeta for my friend instead of Katniss, just because I was friends with someone like Katniss, I'd feel socially awkward because I'm not high enough to be in a social class with her, I guess. That says a lot about my self-confidence. Number 2, would I rather live in the capital or District 12? If I grew up in a place like District 12, I'd definitely rather have it than the capital because, I mean, they have good food, but I could probably make do with things like Peeta's got the bakery or whatever. But if I was suddenly forced to live from here into District 12 or Capital, I'd probably have to go for Capital just because I couldn't do without things like a computer or whatever. Number 3, would I rather be a tribute where all of them are my friends, or be 12 compared to 17? I'd definitely rather be a tribute instead of being out-aged. Or I'd rather have them all be my friends instead of being out-aged, because as much of a mean person as it makes me sound, it's human nature to not want to die yourself. So I'd rather have a friend who dies or have to even kill a friend. And even if it's just some of us are friends, or some of them are my friends, it's not too likely that we're both going to last to the end anyway. So number 4, would I rather be a tribute or an Avox? I'd probably rather be a tribute because if I really had felt this bad, it'd be easier to kill myself as a tribute, but as an Avox, I'm forced to suffer not being able to talk or taste, so, and I get freaked out by anatomically incorrect stuff, well, in a way, and if I had no tongue, I would just be So number 5, would you rather go get weapons in the center or run for the woods? Now, I've played Hunger Games and Minecraft, survival games, whichever, and I almost always run back to the woods unless I see like a good path, because usually in the like time before we are allowed to step off, I usually find a path. And if my path like cuts almost directly through the center, then I might go for a chest as I run to it. So I think that answers the question. Okay, would I rather, so number 6, would I rather, 6. Would I rather have the person I love most be chosen as a tribute, or be a tribute yourself? As much of a dosh, that's a new word, as it makes me sound, it's pretty much human nature. I said before, to want to sacrifice someone else instead of yourself. So I have to let my loved one go. Besides, they might, if anything, they're a lot more likely to be to survive than I am. And who knows, from all the other 23 tributes might actually end up like being really suckish, and there might have been like no volunteers in the first few districts. I don't know. Number 7, I'd rather be a game maker, because I have no fashion sense, and I'd actually really enjoy setting up the arena with all the traps and stuff. It's just how my creative mind works. Like redstone, that's like my favorite part of Minecraft. So if I could set up more machinery around like an arena, even though I'd be technically setting up someone for their death, I still have no fashion sense. Number 8, would I rather ally with Foxface or the Careers? I couldn't really ally with Foxface if I wanted to, because I'd pretty much just slow her down, and I'm not very stealthy either, so I'd have to ally with the Careers, even though I know I'm going to die eventually, because I'd most likely last longer, and I'd probably have a less torturous demise than the others they killed off. Like, they might be grateful and just slit my throat and get it over with. This might have been the goriest video I've ever posted, and it's a would you rather. Oh, I forgot to answer this one. Well, I'll answer it now. So number 9, would you rather save Rue or PETA? I'd probably Rue, because if anyone deserves to win as a 12-year-old, it's definitely her, and she definitely deserves that glory. So sorry, PETA. Yeah. 10. So I have a picnic. Would you rather have a picnic with Gale in the woods, or a feast in the capital with Candace's prep team? I'd probably have to go with the prep team feast over the woods picnic, because I don't like the outdoors. I spoil myself with, I don't want to say spoil myself with food, but I just want food. And I've even with the downside of having a feast with a prep team, I am usually the one to like avoid conversation. So yeah. 11. Get a score of 11 or 2 from the game makers. Also didn't write this one down. But I think I'd probably go with 2, just because even though that makes me a lot more, I mean, it's a lot more a likely score I'm going to get if I was ever in the Hunger Games, but I'd probably just, I'd probably go for a 2, even if I did have skills, because you want to always aim lower. So you, at least in my opinion, you want to aim lower so you don't get a bullseye painted on your head, basically. I try to do that in society too, and just like, that's like one thing I don't like, public speaking. I don't want all the attention on me. Although I do occasionally. Not want, but get. 12. Would I rather grab a full bottle of waddle? Would I rather grab a full bottle of waddle before the games began, or when the games began, or a knife? Definitely the water bottle, because I would. I mean, I know how Katniss felt when she was dehydrated. I mean, I don't know how she felt, but I can imagine how she felt when she was dehydrated. And the knife, I'm not too good with. At least I don't think I'm good with weapons. Although I have always kind of wanted to like wield like a machete or a sword. It's such a gory video. And besides, I'm more about keeping my own life than ending another person's. So I think a water bottle definitely outweighs the knife in that situation. 13, I'd rather be a fast runner who can't climb trees. You cannot guarantee that there will be trees in whatever arena the Capitol has selected. Or game makers, I don't remember who selects it, but, and the Capitol, running could get you actually pretty far, unless someone has like really good archery skills behind you, and they have a bow, it's not too likely that they'll end up catching you. Whereas if you're in a tree, pretty much anyone can get you as long as they're close enough behind you. 14, have light green skin or aqua hair. In modern society, dyed hair is a lot more common than dyed skin. So think about what I just said about painting the bullseye on my head. And although both of them would have painted one, I think the hair would make, or I think the skin would make a much bigger bullseye. So I'll like to keep the profile as low as it possibly can be with aqua hair. Just imagine me with aqua hair. Just picture that for a second. No, it doesn't look good at all. 15. This wardrobe designed by Senna or my own hovercraft. I said I have no fashion sense. I said I love things like the redstone and the traps. Make a guess. I would want a hovercraft any day. Now, I gotta say one thing very odd is, I'm worried about when I get my driver's license. I'm like afraid of the responsibility of driving, I guess. Yet, ironically, I'd like to ride like a motorcycle or a go-kart, or in this case, a hovercraft. Which, yeah. And again, center of attention, not my thing. I just wear things like this, and occasionally like a squid with a potato. Okay, number 16. Would you rather be chased by a mutant wolf or mutton wolf? Or a swarm of tracker jackers? Let's just say, I have apiophobia, which is the fear of apids, and apids are bees, wasps, yellow jackets, hornets, those kind of things. So, take a guess. And as a hint, I hope the wolf would probably finish me off quicker, or, yeah, wolf. 17. Spend your time in the training center learning how to use weapons or learning wilderness survival skills. Again, I said I'm more about preserving my life instead of ending another's. So I definitely rather learn the survival skills. And yeah, for all I know, that could actually be an offense in itself. I've heard like the best offense is a good defense, or vice versa, or both, or neither, or bleh. Spend a weekend with Haymitch or Effie, number 18. Well, it'd be a little bit of a tougher decision if Haymitch was drunk, but either way, I think I'd rather spend a weekend with him. I mean, I feel like Effie would really pester me, and I feel like learning about Haymitch's like experience from the Hunger Games would actually be both valuable and interesting. Well, possibly interesting. 19. Change the story so that Rue lives, or change the story so that Katniss doesn't have to kill anyone directly. Now, if you got confused by what I meant by that earlier, I meant Rue, directly killing anyone does not include dropping tracker jackers on their heads. It includes shooting them, or stabbing them, or whatever. Just setting up a trap doesn't count as a direct kill, I don't think, but either way. So I'd rather have Rue live, because Katniss not killing anyone wouldn't really matter to me, or Katniss killing someone doesn't really matter to me. But now you have to take into consideration, if Rue lives, that means both Katniss and Peeta end up dying, and possibly Thresh if he survives. He might not have to die, depending on if they actually revoked that rule or whatever, but, or would have at least. And as I said before, 12-year-old Victor would be phenomenal. And 20. I don't know how good of an actor I am, and I doubt I can play the role of Peeta, let alone Katniss, so I'd definitely rather cast Mockingjay than star in it. So, anyway guys, that is Hunger Games Would You Rather Weekly Randoms Numero 10. And yeah, so now I have no more need for this paper because the assignment was like a week old. So yeah guys, just remember, leave a comment if you want, telling what you'd rather if you've read the book, and if all of these apply to the movie, then that. But yeah, this is Lego Minecraft 369, and see ya!